I was accused of murder.
I like the shrug.
He goes,
I mean, it's, you know how it is.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Murder Men Podcast. In this episode, we are going to be reacting to some of the craziest interrogation videos against murder suspects that you have ever seen. My buddy Matt Cox and I are going to break down how to survive an interrogation, how they get murderers to confess and tell on themselves, and play some footage of Samuel Little, one of the most prolific serial killers in American history. You're gonna love it. Do us a quick favor before we get started. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and check us out over at Spotify and leave us a 5-star review. And by the way, if you're interested in seeing the full original videos, those links will be in the description. All right, without further ado, let's get into it.
Hi, good morning. I'm so sorry. I'm super embarrassed.
Yeah.
Hi, puppy.
Let me get.
This man is 74-year-old John Arthur Getrew, an elderly homeowner in Hayward, California.
Oh, man.
What he doesn't know is that he's speaking with an undercover officer closing in on a decades-old secret.
This is like the Golden State Killer.
Yes.
They knocked on his door after fucking 30 years.
Accidentally hit your car.
Which one?
The one parked in the driveway. Do you want to maybe take a look to see if we should exchange insurance information?
Take a peek.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. So embarrassing.
Sure, something.
Yeah, go ahead. Can't be on your back.
Oh.
Go ahead, face the car.
What's this?
We'll talk to you in a minute.
Anybody else in the house? No, my wife's at work. Good line for coming out of the house. Get that guy out of the house.
So how would you react? An innocent man would be in an uproar. If I walked out of my house and sheriffs are waiting there, I'm cussing, and I know that I'm basically following the law.
Yeah.
I've never hurt anyone. I paid my parking tickets. I'm off probation. I'm cussing. I'm spitting.
What he did.
I'm also an asshole, but I'm calling people cocksuckers. I'm
not
calling her a
doing any of that.
bitch. I'm losing. It's not like a traffic stop where I, as we talked about, I have the attitude test. I put on my best behavior for the cop
Right.
because A, you're vulnerable because he could pull out a gun. He could give you a ticket. He could fuck you up. They've already got me in cuffs. So I am hooting and hollering. What about you?
I mean, if I was innocent of something, I'd be pretty inquisitive. The problem with this guy is that what they cut out, even though he says it, he said, "What's this about?" They say, as soon as we secure you, we're going to let you know what this is about. We're going to let you know. Like they're telling him, we're going to let you know. So he's like, okay. So he's being patient. But in the problem with him too is the back of his mind, he knows.
He knows. No, he's being so calm. He's like,
I'd probably be this calm. Like if I got grabbed walking out of my house and they handcuffed me, I'd be pretty calm. I'd give it for a little bit. For a little bit.
You're a pretty calm guy, though.
Yeah.
You don't
I'm not
really
going to get too mouthy or anything because I know they're going to tell me at some point here. They're going to let me know. Now, if it goes 30 minutes or an hour or so, it's going to be like, okay, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Why am I in cuffs? It's been 30 minutes.
Right.
What am I in cuffs for? So I don't mind giving you a few minutes. You don't really know. You're just a cop. I also know that the cop doesn't necessarily know anything. You're waiting for a detective. Detective gets there. If he doesn't tell me what's going on, I can't tell you. Get the fuck out of here. You can't tell me.
Yeah. What's the difference between kidnapping? I'm just being kidnapped by the government. If you don't tell me what I'm being brought in for.
Because you're being kidnapped by the government. It's legal.
That's right. I know. Unfortunately.
Sad.
Yeah, that is very sad. And they can lie to you. They can do all this shit that you can't do to them.
No. If
Isn't that
if I
wild?
lie to an FBI agent, you get charged. It's obstruction or lying to a federal agent.
Yeah. Isn't it funny? And
Did you lie to me?
And we can't know what they're doing, but they want to have cameras on us. Isn't that fucking funny?
Stop it. You're gonna get me changed.
Can we look up? Should we look up what this guy's getting bagged for, or do you want to finish the video?
Let's finish the video.
No, let's finish.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell us what he got bagged for.
True.
Do you think, like, after 45 years, do you think he's kind of thinking he's gotten away with it?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
But in the back of his mind, it's got to be there.
Definitely. I think he's prepared for this moment that it could come, and he's calm because he kind of knows the jig's up.
Yeah.
He's got the.
Or he's hoping this is something else. Like he doesn't want to say, "Oh God, is this about that body? Is this about that guy I murdered back in 1973?" What's he gonna say? He's just kind of like, "Okay, what's this about?" Okay, well,
Sir.
he's waiting.
Sir, you drove drunk into some school children. Oh,
Exactly.
Thank God. Exactly.
I thought
did
this was
kill
about
them.
that
Yeah, I thought
body
it
back
was-
in 73.
I thought it was going to be serious.
Yeah, that's just vehicular homicide.
Investigators in Santa Clara County reopened a murder case that had remained unsolved for 45 years.
Sorry.
DNA from the crime scene was compared to a public database, allowing investigators to trace a family tree and identify John.
What's up?
It's that.
It's the genealogy.
But it's the genealogy of it's multiple people away. It's not like it's your son.
Right.
It's somebody that's fucking 10,
Right.
10 tree lengths away or whatever you want to go, 10, connections away that
Right.
you're like, I don't even know who that person is. I've never met that person. They live 5 states away. Yes, but they share your DNA.
And then they use, so basically
Right.
what the cops do is they get all of those possible people that share the DNA, and then they just go one by one and try to work each angle saying, okay, that couldn't be a suspect.
Well, they have you're all down here on this tree, on this branch.
Mm-hmm.
You've never met this guy. Your great grandfather nailed some fucking hooker in LA 60 years ago. Okay. Well, this guy shares that same DNA. And so it connects here and it connects here and connects here
Right.
and connects here. And they know, okay, and guess what? Who else has that DNA? It connects here, And so they go, okay, so these 7 people share that exact DNA. These
Right.
3 people are dead. This person is this person that.
They just, by process of elimination, they
Yep.
whittle it down to the most probable suspect.
Now it's down to you
Yeah.
and some broad.
And then all they got to do is post up outside my house and wait till I throw my garbage out, and
Yeah.
they just rifle through that bitch until they find something that they
Just
can.
guaranteed, just to be guaranteed to make sure.
Right.
Okay, boom, that's it. Great, we're done.
We're talking about Brian Koberger.
Yeah.
The Idaho killer. That's how
They
they
don't
got
even
him.
need your DNA.
It's-
They need your daughter's
There's
DNA.
no hiding.
Husband, father, and former Boy Scout leader is the primary suspect. Investigators
the
bring
Boy
him in
Scouts.
for questioning, hoping to uncover the truth. Is this devoted husband and father simply the
Wait,
wrong
hang on.
man?
Are they giving him a shot?
No,
Are they giving him a shot of tequila?
He's just getting comfortable.
That would
Give
be
him
a
some
way.
Water.
That would be a way to get people to confess.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Here's a drink.
You're
Where
sure.
were you?
So I grew up with a guy named Greg Shelton, and he was a drug dealer. Eventually, he rips off another guy that I know, and these are when they were in their 20s, by the way. So he rips off another guy I know by the name of Scott. I think Scott Youngblood, and everybody knows that he ripped off Scott, and then Scott basically set him up to. Because Scott knows for sure he did it.
Mm.
Greg doesn't. Greg thinks he's got Scott fooled. So then Scott ends up saying, "Hey man, let's go to Miami and buy some more drugs." And he goes, "Okay, yeah, let's do that." So then they meet. Nobody ever hears from Greg again. And the vehicle he picks them up in, which was rented by Scott's girlfriend, is set on fire. So so she calls it in as being stolen.
Right.
It's set on fire. And I think it was a week and a half later, they find Greg. I believe he was tied to a tree and he'd been tortured and shot. Like they broke his fingers. And then I think he got shot in the chest several times. So
Fuck. That shit really used to go on in Florida, bro.
Yeah.
That's how serious
these
the
are
drug-
middle class. By the way, these are upper middle class white kids that did this.
So literally kids that you grew up with.
That-
Like in the
within
neighborhood you
within
grew
half
up
a
in.
mile away. So now we weren't friends. We knew each other, but we weren't buddies.
But he wasn't ghetto. He's not like some kid guy from the project.
No, you understand? He's still walking around.
Youngblood.
Youngblood. He has confessed the crime multiple times, but every time he's done it, he's been drunk. And so people, he'll get drunk and confess to somebody and tell them like, yeah, I fucking did this. And then the cops hear about it. That guy then's like, oh, wow, okay. Hey, he just fucking confessed. They're like, right, he was drunk. Does that mean he did it? No.
But why? Okay, so
That's part
But
of
this
it.
is-
I
this
was
is-
drunk.
that's fucking wild. So Youngblood, is he Native American?
No.
Seminole?
This is as fucking white as you and me.
So that is some fucking Florida shit, bro.
It's crazy.
Now
He's never been charged,
so
but everybody kind of feels like he did it.
But surely the cops.
They think he did it for sure. They know he
But
did.
I guess they don't have any DNA, right?
No, they have no. He was no. Keep in mind, it's not like he got into a fight with the guy. he tied him up or if, assuming he did like allegedly. This is when you definitely use the word allegedly. A lot of people use allegedly all the time and they don't. This is allegedly because he's never been charged. But everybody believes that he did it. And supposedly, from my understanding, is that multiple people have come forward and said, no, we were out drinking. And he said that. It's like, yeah, but you were out drinking. And two, he's not wired. You know?
Okay, but you can still use that. The cops could still say, okay, let's go back to this homicide. Did they collect any DNA from that scene? Because surely there was transference, right? Unless he paid people to do it.
No. I mean, he's the one that picked him up or here's the other thing. This is the other thing. It is assumed that he picked him up because the only witness is Greg's girlfriend at the time, who, by the way, was pregnant with his kid. Greg's girlfriend at the time, her name was Amy, and all she was able to tell the police was that Greg had talked to someone. He'd gotten a page. This is back in pagers. Gotten a page, called somebody from like a payphone. That person called back, so we don't know who that is. And now Greg had said it was Scott, and that he was coming to pick him up. He pulls up in a car, and Greg gets out, gets in the car, and they leave together. But Amy didn't see Scott in the car. She just saw a car pull up and hit the horn. She's too far away. She's like, I didn't walk out and look and say, oh, it's Scott. You know, she didn't say that. So nobody's able to really put him with him, picking him up. But he's supposedly told multiple people while drinking that he did it. But the cops open it up every 10 years. They come and talk to Amy. They've talked to her multiple times. They've come and said, here's what, and they'll tell her, he's told so-and-so. He's told multiple people. And she's like, well, why don't you go arrest him? He's like, because all we've got is him getting drunk and running his mouth. That doesn't mean he did it.
So they must have not collected any DNA.
No, there's got to be no DNA on him, right?
No, I'm talking about the dead body.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's any DNA. They didn't get into a fight or a tussle.
There definitely was DNA, bro.
Well, I mean,
I don't think
there
they collected it, but it was Miami or it was Tampa back in the 80s.
Bro, he didn't jack off on him. He you know what I'm saying? Like he tied him up.
And beat him to death?
Well, I think he tortured him until he probably got him to admit that he had stolen. Greg had ripped him off.
Right.
Greg was big for ripping people off. Greg was a scumbag.
Okay.
So he ripped him off.
For some coke.
But did it in such a way that it was deniable. So what they actually did was, so Scott had gone to Miami, picked up some coke that they both went in on. Both put in like, let's say, $3,500 a piece for a quarter or for half of a kilo or something. He comes back. He's got it in his car. He pages Greg and Greg says, hey, yeah, let's meet. And he says, okay, let's meet at like the Shoney's. So they both go to the Shoney's and Greg says, let's go get something to eat real quick. I'm starving, bro. And he goes, oh, okay. So he goes and they both go in to eat. What Scott doesn't know is that Greg dropped off his little brother.
He broke into the car.
He breaks in the car, steals the shit. So when they walk out, immediately he's like, oh, what the fuck? Somebody stole this shit. And Greg's like, Greg says, what are you trying to do? What the fuck is this bullshit? And he's like, no, what are you talking about? Nobody knew I was here. He's like, right, exactly. He's like, no, you knew you were here. What did you do? Who knew you were here? No, just you. Motherfucker, I was with you. You saw me pull in. Nobody's with me.
Greg's a scumbag, yeah.
Oh, listen,
Scott
Greg
sniffed it out.
Greg literally, over the course of about 3 months, collected keys from people, including me. Hey, man, do you mind if I actually had a safe. Do you mind if I leave this at your house? I have some cash. Do you mind if I leave it at your house? And I was like, sure, no problem. Because I'm not really, my girl, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. So he leaves like $1,000. This is when we're in our 20s. I'm going to college. I have my own apartment. So he leaves like $1,000 or whatever. Whatever it was. Either way, he kept needing to come back and forth. And at some point, at some point he'd say, hey man, I need to go get that. And you go, well, I'm at work. And he'd go, shit, can I come by and get your key? Sure. Get the key. He'd go make a copy of the key, come back and say thanks and give it back to you. Now he's got your key. And then he waits months. So he's collected like 30 keys or something from 30 different people that he's managed to acquire a key for him for 4 or 5 hours, long enough to get a key made. He's got all their information on it. And then one day He just, over the course of a couple days, he fucking hit every single person he knew. He got my TV. He got my 2 VCRs.
Wow.
He even took my cologne. The guy's a scumbag. Like I had like a half a thing of like Dakar. Remember Dakar? I had some obsession.
I don't, but I remember how expensive that was. If you had good cologne.
Yeah.
Like
it was a big thing when you were a kid. It's
Yeah.
just $50. I'm a fucking college student.
Right.
So he just swiped all this shit.
So
And he did it to everybody across the board. Got a watch from me, everything.
So he got tortured and then shot?
Kidnapped, tortured, and shot.
So I'm just trying to kind of relate it to what we know now, like this guy, this serial killer who's getting caught because of DNA. There was nothing collected at the scene in the 1980s that could have then.
No, this would actually, I'm sorry, this would have been in 90. Now I think about it because I was in college, probably 92,
the
93.
early 90s.
Yeah, early
Right.
90s.
Okay. So it's
But I
just,
mean, it would have probably
seems
been
very rare because every case that we talk about.
The body was also, by the way, in the woods for a week or so in the elements.
Right.
I don't know that what's his name didn't have gloves on.
Yeah.
I don't know what the situation. I just know that, and he's never been charged. So, look, like I'm not saying he absolutely 100% did it. I'm saying everybody thinks he did it, and
Or he has something to do with it. He hired some
right,
Colombians.
and he's multiple. According to Amy and the detectives, they're like, we got multiple people that he's not pled. He's said he did it, but every time he's drunk,
Right.
he gets drunk, he mouths off. That's what happens. So they're like, that doesn't do us any good. And they would need it recorded or something.
Right.
Like all we've really got is circumstantial evidence and you getting on the stand saying he was drunk and he told me. And he'd be like, did I say it? I mean, yeah, I was drunk. So you're saying my client was drinking, right? Is that what you're saying?
I said I wish I could have killed him because he robbed all me and all my friends.
Right.
It's of course it's nothing.
Nobody misses Greg.
I was thinking about this last night. The only way to get away with murder now is importing the hitters and then sending them back immediately. It's the only way.
Yeah, and you could have no digital communication at all with,
I interviewed a guy who you should have on your show. He went super viral on mine. Rich LaFleur. He was a big time weed dealer from like upstate New York. He used to smuggle in guys from Canada. Cause he knew people cause the Canadian American border is like unguarded. So he knew farmers that just had land on the border and he would just bring in guys and it was all just to do hits. So just you're smuggling in basically like illegal immigrants to then go do a hit and then bring them back. And it's not even, I can say that because he said it on my channel. He said he thinks it was for hits. He doesn't know for sure, but these guys didn't look like Mexican migrants going to like, you stand in front of Home Depot. These were like serious. And because he dealt with the Montreal Mafia and they had a connection with the one of the crime families in New York. So, and they would exchange hitters. Like they would send people up there and they would send people down here. So that's the only way.
Yeah.
And even then you may get caught, but like that is.
At least there's some plausible deniability if you never had contact with the person. They'd have to catch you with the guy paying him. Or you he had to call you up and say, listen, I got a problem. But you got to be smart enough to be like, I don't know who you are, bro.
Right. And people are still going to know about it, but you could pay your close confidant to go deliver a message to some hitter in Canada and some money with an address. Like there's ways you can insulate yourself. But people are still going to know. Like,
yeah, but people are going to know. But then if they come back and they say, hey, listen, you know that thing? What thing? The thing in the US.
Bro, I've never met you.
What thing? Who are you?
Who are you?
Why are you? How did you get my number?
Do I need to?
You know what I'm saying? Or why are you at my fucking
FBI.
house?
Yeah.
Are you selling solar? Solar? Is that what you're doing? Come on, man. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to call the police, bro.
Yeah.
You know
don't make me call the FBI. Are you in this country legally?
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. You sound like you got an American accent, or you got a Canadian accent, or you got a fucking Mexican accent, bro. I'll call somebody. No, nothing. But that's the problem is that they come back and they say, listen, man, you know that thing? Oh, what's going on? Oh boy, it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, that thing, such and such. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. What the cops are asking questions. Holy shit.
Right.
Well, wait a minute. What'd they say? Like immediately it's over. It's over. You already, this guy, it's in.
Okay. I got a story and then we'll go back to this video. Recently I was down in Mexico City. I think I remember I told you that for the World Cup.
Yeah, you had
got violently ill.
Yes.
Yes, but on the last day. So I was hanging out with this girl before then that I met down there, and she tells me this story. She went to meet a guy in a city in the north, Monterrey is called, and the guy turned out to be a total dick. He's like a drunk Mexican, and he hit her and punched her and shit. Oh. And then I think she fought back. It was like a drunken brawl, basically. It was whatever, some ghetto shit. But he's now like sending crazy messages. He knows where her family lives outside of Mexico City. And she goes, I wish I knew somebody up there that like took care of people. I would just pay them a couple of grand, just have them. And this is not a criminal. This is not a cartel connected person.
Right.
This is just a normal girl. But in Mexico, you can get away with murder. So it's just standard. Like you can have somebody cleaned up. Wild. Like you can't do that in America. It's probably good. It's probably good you can't do that in America.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is the reality for countries that have loose law and order. So if we're going to have somebody hit, we're going to use somebody that doesn't know our real identities in Mexico. And we're going to say, here's a bag of cash. I want you to get smuggled into Colombia. You're going to go to the hillsides of Cali. We were down there filming last year. Cali is a bunch of poor black people, and being a hitter, being a sicario is a business.
All right.
You're going to find, we have the smuggling already set up. You're going to get smuggled from Colombia to Panama, or however they do it, up through Mexico into the United States. It would cost us 100 G's easy.
Right.
Just to arrange him to getting up there. And that's how you do it. And then you send him right back. It's the only way. You can't have a guy flying in. You can't have a guy going through, checkpoints.
Right.
None of that.
So I'm Sergeant Cortez. Okay.
Looks like a podcast, dude. Look at the nice chairs.
It is, right? Very
Were you ever in the military?
No.
No. Have you ever been arrested in the past?
No.
John shares
He's never been arrested. So his shit's not in none of his DNA or his prints are in the system.
Yeah, he feels good.
You think so?
He feels very secure.
I'm worried for him.
revealing that he was born in Newark, Ohio, and spent the early years of his life moving frequently due to his father's long military career. He spent a significant part of his teen years in West Germany, where his family lived on a U.S. military base.
Now, you mentioned that he had never been arrested, and I found out something happened in Germany.
Okay,
can you tell me about that?
I was arrested in Germany.
Okay, what happened with that? Can you tell me about that?
I was accused of murder.
I like the shrug.
He goes,
I mean, it's, you know how it is.
It was the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great.
Jarring, given that he's here today on accusations of his involvement in a completely separate murder.
Tell me about what happened. What was the accusation against you?
I killed a chaplain's daughter.
Okay.
Oh, this guy's
That's
just...
all I knew.
How did they tie you to this body? How did they connect you to this body?
Somebody had seen me, walk that direction or walk towards a school, or
Okay.
it was an elementary school.
Okay. Did you... I don't know the details of what
I
happened.
don't know the details either, so.
Okay. Did you actually meet this
Hang
young
on.
lady?
So, did he just confess?
No.
Or he's saying that's what they said?
No, because
they said they accused him of killing the girl.
This is what they said.
Okay.
He's
He
like,
actually
he said, but I never even met her.
Right, but it took him a sec because he actually goes, I did kill her. He goes, whatever, doesn't matter. That's why I was confused.
That's what they say.
Though John maintains his innocence, he was found guilty at trial for Margaret's murder, ultimately receiving a sentence of 10 years in a German juvenile prison.
What do we always say? The 60s were awesome. 10 years for a crime that today would get you
Life.
Life.
Yeah, or 30 or 40.
Or at least if you're a juvenile, maybe 40. Yeah.
Because of his age at the time, he was released after serving roughly 2/3 of his sentence. Then he walked free.
And so you spent actually 6 years in prison?
Something like that.
Wow. And then how, after you were released, what happened?
I just was dropped off at McGuire Air Force Base, and my father picked me up, and that was it.
That was it? You came back to the
Never
United
heard
States?
a word from him. Nothing.
Okay.
After returning to the United States, John moved to California and in 1975 was once again at the center of a serious crime.
And then at some point, there was another accusation against you about a assault from the Palo Alto Police Department?
Yeah, Palo Alto Police Department.
Okay.
That's when I was the leader of an Explorer post.
Okay. Can you tell me about what happened there?
Nothing.
Okay.
Pause.
You know.
Now, Matt, does he have to be answering questions?
No, he could say, but they did handcuff him and bring him down. Like he should be saying, "Am I under arrest?"
Right.
He's under arrest. It's what am I under arrest for?
Right.
Which I don't think he even knows. Or they could just say, "We're detaining you and we're bringing it." Like, am I? He could just say, "Hey, am I under arrest?" No. So am I free to leave? Well, we're just looking into something. Like, okay, well, if I'm not being under arrest, then I'm not going to answer any more questions. I want to go home.
Why did even like killers like this not know that?
Oh, he's also old. Old people tend to trust the government. You know, they trust that these people are looking out. He doesn't really doesn't think he's in trouble right now.
Yeah, I mean, he only did
I think
6 years on the first body. He's probably thinking,
Yeah, he's old.
hey, they've been good to me. For what I've done, they've been pretty good to me.
And as old as this is, he's probably thinking, there's just no way. Like, they would have grabbed me a long time ago.
I'd be out of there, dude.
We'll see what happens. Here.
I was accused, interviewed, and that was it.
Okay. What's this allegation? I got to ask you.
Yeah.
This allegation that this young girl made against you that you...
Yeah.
Did that actually happen?
No, not that
Not that I know of.
Not that I know
Not
of.
that I know of.
Was he
And
the government?
If I was arrested for specifically that and then not even tried, then nothing's happened. Like I told him, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I never saw her again. You know.
Did you end up serving time for that? Do you remember?
No, I didn't. Didn't serve any time that I know of.
Okay.
I can't. You know.
Okay.
It was so piddly that.
It didn't.
Yeah.
You weren't. Didn't go to trial or anything
No.
like that. Okay.
According to multiple news sources, John was 31 years old when the teenager came forward, claiming he not only assaulted and strangled her, but threatened to kill her if she didn't comply. He received a 6-month sentence, serving just 30 days on weekends after 5 were suspended.
So,
Like, they don't know,
So what are they doing right now? Why are they asking him questions they already know just to see if he's going to tell the truth?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, the fact he's really downplaying it, right?
Yeah, it was piddly. I mean, it was
Like,
piddly.
what was it? Did you serve any time? No. You served 6 months. You did it on the weekends. It sounds like it was a pain in the ass.
That's pretty piddly. He only did 30 days off of it, too.
with Palo Alto area, Stanford area, the hills in Stanford.
Yeah.
You ever go out there?
He's fine.
You
I
ever,
was a scout leader. I traveled all those hills.
Scout leader, bro. I think old people, too, they just want somebody to talk to. So I think he's just kind of happy to have a buddy. They're very isolated as old people, you know?
Hills.
okay.
And I traveled up through there, hiked with the boys.
Oh, boy.
Did you ever go in the hills, like in the area around Page Mill Road? Page Mill Road, like just west of Stanford?
No.
No, you never went to that area?
No.
Okay. So I'm investigating there's a murder up there in the hills. And would there be any reason that you were ever up in those hills? No?
Oh, is this about that?
Just jerking off on
is
a
that
dead
about
boy
that
I killed.
15-year-old?
No?
No.
Leslie Marie Perlov was a 21-year-old Stanford University graduate working as a law clerk at the North County Law Library in Palo Alto, California in 1973. Her body was found dumped in the Stanford Dish hiking area. A floral scarf was found tightly knotted around her neck and had been used as a ligature to strangle her to death. It was DNA found beneath her fingernails that led them to John,
There you go.
who at the time worked near the Stanford campus as a security guard.
You ever see this young lady? You know her?
No. Who's that?
Yeah, it's a young lady that an investigation I'm doing, and she was murdered. Do you ever see her at all?
No.
She look familiar?
Leslie's 1972 orange Chevrolet Nova was found parked at the gate of an old quarry near Old Page Mill Road, just east of where her body was found.
Such a
Do
badass
you remember
car.
ever stopping by the side of the road and looking into this vehicle?
No.
It's an orange Chevy Nova.
No.
No?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know the name Leslie Perlov? Leslie Perlov?
No.
No? Okay. She wasn't a girlfriend of yours?
Oh, no.
Okay. I had to ask.
Should have said yes.
Damn, you know what he wanted
Should
to
have said yes.
You know what? Right? No kidding. Go into that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If
Yeah,
he
I slept
if
with
he-
her.
If he had said, "Fuck, she does look familiar, bro," I think, I hate to say this because I was married, but yeah, I actually met her. Really? Yeah, I met her, and come up with a story where boom, we ended up having sex. Might have actually been that day. Blah blah. Because then,
Honestly, it was in the
You
back
just-
of that Nova.
exactly, you just explained away your DNA.
Yeah.
So that right there, that detective would have been like, "Fuck." And that's the whole thing. Is that's what they do? Is they paint you into a corner with your own lies, where you say everybody their first instinct deny. I don't know her. I've
Right.
never seen her. I never. And then it's like, okay, great. So you've denied the hell out of it on camera. Now, when you go to trial, they can say he denied it. How did his DNA get inside this woman? He says he never met her. He's a liar. Like it's a lie. It's semen's inside of her. Or she obviously saw him. She scratched him, or his DNA got under her nails. But if he admitted, yeah, you know what? I think I slept with that girl. Yeah, she looks familiar. I've actually, I talked to her several times. I was a security guard at the time, and he comes up with a story where he had communicated with her several times, just in person. And then one day we were talking, and she actually asked me. She said she was going for a hike, or she wanted to go. Wanted to see if we could go somewhere. I said, yeah, let's go. So we got into her car. We ended up parking. We made out. We came back and dropped me off. Why? What happened to her? She died. That's horrible.
Obviously,
you don't
she
think it
died.
was the same day that I slept with her, do you? See what I'm saying? Well,
yeah. I guess you do have some. I mean, it depends on what else they have.
Right. I think if he said at that point, if he said that, I don't think he gets arrested and stuck with that story.
Right.
He doesn't get arrested. He's already, look, as soon as he said, I don't know her, never seen her, never touched her, never nothing, don't know, never saw the car. As soon as he said all of that, because the car has something to do with it, by the way.
Right.
As soon as he denied anything about that, he's already painted himself into a corner. That detective right then thought, I got him.
Yeah, and the cops are like, they don't ask questions, especially not like this, bringing you in, arresting you at your house, taking you to the interrogation room, being all nice to you. They don't ask questions they don't already know the answers to.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
a big. Or they got the cops there. They have the girl go and lure him out of the house. Like this is not an on the whim. Hey, give this guy a call and ask him if he'll stop.
Yeah,
by.
this is not like you're a person of interest.
Yeah, this is something
kind
that
of
took planning.
drop by and hey, can we ask you a few things? It's no. We got you.
Yeah.
She'd be about 18 years old, I guess.
Okay.
At Stanford. Yeah, Stanford graduate. Yeah. But that's it. I don't even recognize her.
Curiously, the sergeant hasn't shared with John that Leslie was a Stanford graduate.
Why do you say that she's
Whoa.
a Stanford graduate?
Well, just by the way she dresses and all in this area, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
You're in so much trouble.
See, the cops seem stupid. Like this just seems like a bumbling kind of inarticulate civil servant, but they're actually kind of smart, some of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even said the Stanford thing because I've got it on film. He just said it. There's no reason for him. I'd have been like, oh, okay. And just keep going because I'd be like, okay, ching. Because the more you start to say, like he just notified him that he fucked up. Like, why do you say Stanford graduate? And right then in his mind, he's like, fuck. Did I just?
He's on the ropes now, isn't he?
Right. So now he starts to get defensive. Why even say that? Why even bring it up?
Right.
You got it on film. You don't need him.
Sure.
We can talk about this during the trial.
Right.
Let's get him deep.
Yeah.
He's burying himself.
See, I fall over myself I'm bad at lying. So my only playbook here is, I'm not talking to you. Am I under arrest? I'm still not talking, but am I under arrest?
Yeah, that's
because I'll get a lawyer.
Yeah, that's the smartest thing to do. I promise you're not in that room because they're trying to help you.
No.
You know, I didn't say graduate either. I said, you know, she's a college kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, this young lady was obviously murdered, like I said.
So he knows he's
strangled.
He's shutting up now.
I remember the day well.
No, he realizes. Think about it. He now realizes how fucked up he already knows he fucked up. He's trying to backstep it, right? Oh, I didn't say that. I said this. And now he's not even answering. He's not even now. Not even answering the questions. He already knows.
No. He was kind of horny when he said that.
No, he's not.
Sure, I remember it. Remember it well.
Accused of assault, right? Would you ever think about committing sexual assault?
I have no reason for it.
And I'm going to ask you these tough questions because it's part of the investigation. Yeah. When you were younger, did you ever fantasize about assault?
It's what it sounds like by looking at my record.
Yeah. Or killing a young woman. Okay.
No.
In this investigation, if your DNA was on this young lady, why would you think your DNA was on her?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Because I fucked her.
Were you
consensually
involved in the murder of this young girl?
Nope.
As the sergeant continues to press for answers, John inches closer to a major mistake, not yet aware of what he's about to give away.
You know about DNA and how it's transferred, right?
Yeah. This can be how it's transferred. I can always tell.
Okay, tell me about that.
Yeah, one is semen.
Okay.
One is from the mouth.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
That's the only two that I know of.
Okay.
Now, if there's some that are bodily,
what, skin cells,
other than
hair?
those two transferred, then it's totally different.
Okay. And you know about technology now, advances in technology
is getting good.
Yeah, so
They're
there's.
catching them every day.
Yeah. How do you think your DNA would be on a person?
Don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Especially this person or these two persons.
What two persons?
Well, that you're talking about.
Yeah.
The two young women.
Okay. I showed you a picture of that one young lady.
Yeah. No.
Okay. What's the second young lady?
The one up on the one up on the hill.
Okay.
Yeah. There's two different places you're talking about.
Okay. One of them's up on the hill?
Yeah.
Okay. And then up on what hill? Well,
look at him.
Oh shit! I think I stumbled into a double homicide.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the other one? Because I don't remember another one.
Well, there's the two girls. It's not both the same place.
Okay. I mentioned one girl up on the hill.
Yeah, I mean wherever she was, wherever the second girl was.
Oh, okay.
What second girl? He hasn't
While the
mentioned this.
sergeant doesn't yet know it, another woman was found in the Palo Alto area in 1974, 1 year after Leslie's body was discovered. 21-year-old Janet Taylor was found dumped.
Oh God, this fucking guy.
This guy's killing me.
He's killing himself.
This guy
right?
sucks, bro.
According to news sources, she'd also been assaulted and strangled to death. The serial killer responsible for the deaths of both Leslie and Janet would escape justice for decades, until now.
I think I'm at a point in my investigation that,
I'm guilty, and that's it.
Well, I'm trying, well, there's a couple things, John.
Yeah.
Your DNA's on her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not trying to find out who did it. What I'm trying to find out is why you did it. And I think you know more than you're telling me.
No, I wish I knew.
With John refusing to admit the truth, another investigator joins in the effort to obtain a confession. And the added pressure will soon tear his lies even further apart.
Do they think they need a confession at this point?
It'd be nice
to charge them. I mean, of course, it's a smoking gun, but if they have his DNA and they got, this is admissible in court, they got him lying.
I think they can charge him.
They could
I think they
probably-
can charge him. They can charge him, and then they go to a preliminary hearing or evidentiary hearing. Well, anyway, they go to a hearing to determine if a judge thinks there's enough that they can move it forward to trial. And if he does, then you can say, okay, well, we can figure this out at trial. Like you want to go to trial? He's going to get a lawyer who's going to be like, you don't want to go to trial. And they got DNA evidence that puts you there, and you've been denied that you even know who she is, and they got the DNA. Depends on how many places they found DNA and what kind of DNA. So far, it's just under nails from what he said. But for all we know, they got fingerprints of his, or they've got something else of his in the car. You said you never saw this car. How's your DNA in the back of the car? Who knows, But at this point, I think they already have enough to arrest him.
Yeah, I think just with this interrogation, he's just admitted that he's seen her. He knew she went to Stanford. He then he's confessing to another
body she
murder.
never even met. He didn't even know existed.
Yeah. And the cop's great. The cop's like a salesman who is trying to sell something, and the guy buys double.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just going to should up and let him give me the check, dude. Yeah, they probably have enough.
I need to stop talking.
They probably have enough. If he just shut his mouth, maybe he could get some kind of a plea deal, because it's not open and shut. If I'm a prosecutor, I would rather not take this to trial.
No, you don't want to go to trial. You probably don't want to, but if you could, I think you give him some kind of deal just to close the case and give the family like, hey, we did eventually find this person.
Like give him natural life, give him 30 or 40. He's already like in his 70s, right?
Yeah.
So if he signs for 40 years.
If he signs for 20 years, he's dead. He
Yeah.
dies in.
Yeah, he's not in great shape. Let's face it.
He'd probably live longer if he goes to prison. He'll lose weight. He'll walk the track. He probably might go another 5 or 10 years.
Yeah, and he's
going
to go
to
to
the street.
And in California, they protect guys like this now. Like you can't. Somebody was telling me I think it was California. You go in there. Maybe it was the feds even.
And the feds, they'll tell you, like, if you touch any of these fucking guys, 1, we're going to transfer you, and 2, we'll charge you.
Yeah, like so you're protecting
the sex offenders.
These sex offenders.
Yeah.
It's a special group. It's not, hey, if you touch a black guy, we're going to charge you. And it's if you touch the worst among us.
Yeah.
Accident that your DNA got there. Your DNA and the type of DNA and where it is on the victim, there's no other explanation.
Mm-hmm.
You committed this crime. We know you committed this crime. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
What we don't know is why.
No,
And we're going to give you the opportunity to explain it to us.
You don't have to. I thought about it, and that's all I can think of. No.
No.
No, I'm not guilty.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now, you are.
Okay, fine.
Okay. You had to have known this day was coming.
Yeah, I know that. That's why it took so damn long.
As they
What are you saying? What are you saying? You're that right there. You're already that's almost an admission of guilt. What the fuck?
pushed harder for the truth about Leslie, John once again let slip that she wasn't the only one he left in the hills.
So why her?
I don't even know who she is.
But this, come on, man.
If that's the first girl or the one girl that's up on the hill or whatever, you know.
What do you mean the first girl?
Well, he said there's two people. There's two girls.
He's never said there's two people.
Unless I misunderstood him. They were killed within probably an hour of each other, or 2 hours of each other, or day or who knows.
Do you remember? How do you remember those details?
Some of the questions he's asked me.
Does he not realize he's being recorded?
Seeing any newspaper articles or media about those?
Nobody, but that girl there is not the other one that was. That he showed me.
He's only
if
showed
that's
it.
the girl there with, the other picture, I doubt it.
Why's that?
I mean, look at the body.
Not my type.
Somebody else. I don't think they're the same one.
Is that why you don't recognize her?
No.
Because that's not the girl that you
I'm
killed?
not questioning. I don't recognize her. I've never seen her.
Do you think it was a different girl that you killed and that's not the one we're
I
showing
didn't
you?
kill any girl.
You didn't kill the girl in Germany?
No. Well, that's total different. That's when I was 18 years old or younger.
In a final confrontation, investigators forced John to face the mounting evidence against him.
There's a situation in Germany where a girl ends up dead, and you weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a situation
Here. That was
years later after you came back to the States, where a girl ends up dead, and you say you weren't there, yet your DNA is there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the chances are of that happening?
I don't know.
What would you do if you were us and you were investigating this case? What would that look like to you?
There's a brick wall.
What do you mean there's a brick wall?
Well, I mean, you found out, you couldn't find out, so.
What do you mean I found out and I couldn't find
Oh,
out?
nothing. I'm just let it go. I'm.
Well, you understand it's my job not to let things like that go, right?
I'm not I have nothing to say about it.
It's got to be quite a burden, John.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to put the questioning from here on, unless I'm represented by somebody in the courts.
We're good. That's it. That's it.
What do you mean?
About
a lawyer.
What do you mean? What do you mean that's it?
That's it.
He's about 30 minutes too late with that statement.
Yeah, he just said he means a lawyer, and they know he means a lawyer. He doesn't have to say lawyer. I need representation from someone in the court, so that I'm not talking until I talk to that person. That's it. The investigation has to end at that moment. They need to stop.
Or else the whole, if they press after you say that.
No, anything after that, none of it's coming in. So if he starts admitting stuff after that,
they can't.
And you get a confession now, you can't even bring up that he gave a confession.
Oh, is that true?
Absolutely.
So he should. Where were you half an hour ago, buddy?
Yeah, he should have sat down and said, "What's going on?" When he asked him about the girl, he should have said, "Wow, that's insane.
That's really fucked up.
That's fucked up. I'm going to need to talk to somebody.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk to a lawyer."
These are really serious accusations.
Yeah,
and I'm glad you brought this to my attention.
I'd like to talk to a lawyer.
Yeah.
I don't even say all that. I'd be like, "Oh wow, that's crazy. I'd like to talk to a lawyer."
hey, let's play a multiple choice question. When being interrogated for a murder, do you A, confess to a second murder, B, ask for a lawyer, C, all of the above? Couldn't think of another one, but first one was funny.
You'd like a lawyer?
I like a lawyer.
Okay. Thanks, John.
After requesting a lawyer, the interrogation came to an end. But justice quickly caught up with 74-year-old John Arthur Getrew, who was arrested and booked into the Santa Clara County Main Jail with a $10 million bond. In January 2019, DNA from the torn crotch of Janet Taylor's underwear was also determined to be a match for John. In September 2021, a jury found him guilty of first-degree murder with infliction of great bodily injury in the killing of 21-year-old Janet Taylor.
Before we get to it, what do you guys think this guy's going to get sentenced to?
Life, double life. Obviously.
Yeah, he's getting life because he went to trial.
No, he's getting a double life sentence. So in California, that it's a minimum
25 years.
I think it's more. I think it's more than that. But no. In California, it's life without is life without. They are letting some guys out because of it's got so overcrowded. Like guys that had LWAT from when they were like 17, and
I was going to say
special shit.
Yeah, you're under 25 or 26 years old. They're supposed to, they can't really be giving you life.
What they do is they give a lot of people in California like 60 years. And then after, you're eligible after like 15 or 20.
Yeah, I was going to say that's essentially life.
Yeah, but he's not getting any kind of special consideration. So that's
and he's had a whole life. He's lived an entire life.
He's lived an entire life.
Yeah,
it's time.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. It's time to go. But still, go out with a little more dignity in the interrogation. Because here's the thing: they probably could have charged him any old way. I think with the DNA that they had, they could have at least. I don't know what. They could have probably put a case on him in another way, but yeah, have some self-respect. Have some fucking don't tell him about the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what this is like? This is like watching a stand-up comedian from the late 70s, and he's on late night TV, and he's doing jokes that you and I wouldn't even do at a cocktail party with old people. That's how hack they are. And the guy was making like $3 million a year. Everything was easier back then. Do you see how stupid these serial killers were? Now to get away with murder, you and I, we just had to spend a half an hour talking about it. It's impossible.
He was sentenced to 7 years to life in prison.
Whoa!
Finally putting a serial...
7? 7?
Yeah, but 7 is probably like that's when you're eligible for parole. He's thinking, oh, I'll get parole. They're never paroling him. You're doing life.
He's
probably dead in 7 years. He's 70-something years old, right?
I don't understand the justice system. California, I'm trying to defend you. I'm trying to tell people in red states, we're not an anarchist, commie, criminal-friendly state. What are you doing?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 7. I think they're tricking him. I think it's 7 to life, and his lawyer's going, you're up for parole in 7.
But why though?
But
they got it. Why did
they're not paroling?
Of course,
a serial killer.
He's not paroling. Okay?
This is your third body.
I just don't understand the justice system. Why not just give him double life sentences and be done with it? He went to trial and he blew trial.
I don't know. Oh yeah. So they did go to trial. You're right. Yeah. So why? Yeah, you're right. I was gonna say that's how you trick them and say 7. But
do you know why?
Yeah, you're guilty.
It's because he's fucking elderly. So the judge is like, I don't want to.
Give him
whatever
life.
reason, I don't want to like slam this guy.
That makes sense. That doesn't make sense at all. But go ahead.
I agree.
Neither does that sentence.
Neither does that sentence.
Killer who had escaped justice for decades behind bars for good. In January 2023, he pleaded guilty to the murder of Leslie Perloff and received a second life sentence to be served consecutive with the first. According to multiple news sources, John Gettru died of natural causes on September 22, 2023.
He made it 2 years.
At the age of 79.
Told you
His DNA remains in the state database and will continue to be compared against evidence from unsolved murders in the ongoing effort to close more cases.
On our Patreon. Well, there you go, Johnny boy. There you go.
Do we have another one? Is that it?
I mean, that's all I got.
What about Samuel Little?
All right, who do we have now?
Samuel Little.
Samuel Little. Yes, for those of you who don't know who Sam Little is, he's the GOAT, we decided. He's killed at least 93 women, making him statistically the all-time great. The 20th century's, unless they come out, next year and they uncover a bunch of cold cases that we don't know about, he is far and away the most brutal, devastating, prolific serial killer. And, really doesn't get the credit he deserves. But he, unlike these white serial killers they catch, Samuel Little, black guy, old school black guy, deep Georgia raised, orphan, homeless, crisscrossed the United States for decades as a quasi-homeless crackhead. Funny as shit. And we're not condoning it. Obviously he's evil. He's possessed by
all that.
by a demon. All that bullshit. But let's be honest.
But
the entertainment value of some of these interrogations.
Yeah, Samuel loves talking about killing.
Yeah, he loved the spotlight.
Yeah,
he loved the spotlight.
Yeah. The problem is the reason he has never really hit it big on the serial killer circuit,
right,
is because he didn't have proper branding.
He didn't have branding, and this is before social media, so he didn't have a content strategy behind him.
No.
He was one of those guys like, old school mafia guys where it's like the code of omerta. You never talk about this shit.
Yeah.
Until, of course, he got caught and he knew he was done. And then it's like he just, his ability to memorize dates and names and locations. I mean, the cops, it was spot on. It was like 98%. If he said, oh yeah, I remember doing her, he would give them like the location of a body. He'd say, go 10 paces past this oak tree in Skokie, Illinois. You'll find her buried.
Yeah.
And they found him. So,
or some of them, they'd already found the body and it was like in a body bag in the basement of the, where it had been there for 40 years and they had no idea who it was. And he tells them, and then where he said he dumped the body, they then said, well, that's where we found this body.
Wow.
30 years ago or 40 years ago.
You remember their names? He knew most of the names of the victim, first and last names.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Hey, you know what? He was a good listener. Like,
Really?
I think that's what his victims appreciated about him. Like, wow, not only do you tell me you love me, even though you are choking me to death.
He did tell a lot of them he loved them.
Right. The guy was a love addict.
He did. He said, I loved it, huh? I loved it, huh?
I loved it, huh?
She had a good neck. And he would do his neck. She had this long neck.
And he would make his victims like swallow.
Yeah, he loved to. Yeah, he had
like swallow.
A
he had a throat. He had a throat and a neck fetish.
God, so bizarre.
I loved it, huh? But he would listen. My name's Janet Eckersley.
Yeah,
and
he could tell you like, yeah. Oh, yeah. He knew where like she grew up in the area. She used to work cutting hair.
Yeah,
she was just a hoe on the side for the money. Just and how'd you get her to come? I told her I was going to give her some money. Did you? No, I killed her. Like he's like, it's horrible,
Stop
bro.
making me laugh.
It's horrible. We got to go. Oh no, I choked it.
Oh no, I ain't give her no money.
I
choked it, her. I choked it, her. I killed it, her.
She's so pretty.
But I also loved it,
I
her.
loved it, her. I remember she was dying and I whispered, I love you.
Is he funny or do we just like doing an old black guy impression?
I love the old black guy impression. But he is funny. He chuckles a lot. He really likes himself. What was the one guy, the transvestite?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a transvestite. It was a transgender.
That's what they call transvestites.
Oh, that's right.
Now.
Back in the day.
In my day, it was transvestites.
Transvestites, yeah.
Now it's a transgender.
And
he said, I love you, bro. As he choked him to death. Oh my God. He said, I remember I leaned in, I was choking the life out of him. I said, I love you, bro.
Bro, but he kissed this them on a dance floor in the middle of a crowded bar.
He was very
in Florida.
progressive.
Extremely
very progressive. Yeah.
Hey, in the court of public, he might have been guilty for murder.
No,
but in the court of public wokeness, he was innocent.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He was not racist either. He killed them all. He mostly black. Mostly black women.
But that's because it was a strategy.
Yeah. He didn't want to go to.
I ain't go to the white part of town. Get those by. They be looking for me.
That's stupid.
That's stupid. Well, I look at stupid. I ain't stupid head to you.
The best of Sam Little.
The best of Sam Little. Here we go, folks.
All right, let's do this.
And these pictures are pictures that he's drawn.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, the FBI guys, you can tell they love working with him. He's like a breath of fresh air.
We don't have to pull anything out of him or nothing. You just get him a couple of Big Macs.
Yep.
He's ready to go.
North Little Rock. Tell me what that's going to look like.
Oh man, I love it. I forget her name. Oh wait, I think it was Ruth.
Okay.
She was a heavy set, big old yellow gal. And had buck teeth. It had a gap between the teeth everywhere. And she was like honey-colored skin. And she had like her hair was not really long. So we was headed toward with that place where Walmart's original store bent. I whooped off the road and back into that little woods. It was a cornfield back there. I pulled through it, and on the other side of the cornfield was a trash pile.
He's absolutely giddy.
He is.
Talking
Look how
about
excited. He hasn't been this excited in fucking years.
He's just been, these guys, they're just waiting. It's proof that humans can't keep secrets.
No.
It's not, secrets will literally kill you. That's why
he kept his secret for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
But when he is being the burden of keeping it, he's just like.
The weight of it. Yeah, it's a whoosh.
He loved it. He loved it.
He loved it. Man, I loved it, you out. Hey, man, you was fair. You was FBI, you took me down, but you was fair. I loved it, you bro.
So I pulled her out of the car. She's too big for me to carry her. So I pulled her out of the car.
That's a big old gal.
Trash that was lit there.
So was it like a cornstalk pile, or was it?
Yeah, a bunch of corn stalks.
What could you see from there?
I could see the highway, and in the woods is that way. But it's right outside of Little Rock. I was about 10 miles from it.
From North Little Rock, you think 10 miles?
Yeah, it was about 10 miles.
Okay. Hey, tell me about Northern Kentucky, the girl that you met in Columbus. So you meet this girl, I guess you're at a strip bar downtown Columbus.
I went on my car, and this white girl come out behind the building. And I'm in my trunk. She walked over to me, said, come on, y'all, can you take me to Miami?
Describe this girl to me. She white, black, what'd she look like?
She was white, blonde hair, dishwater blonde, they call it. It's short.
Short, like shoulder length, or?
No, ear length, a little over the ear length.
Like a bob?
Yeah, like a bob.
Okay, and how tall do you think she was?
She was about 5'7".
How much do you think she weighed?
She weighed about 130.
How old do you think she was?
Oh, she was about 25.
Okay. You mentioned before that you said she kind of had like this hippie aura to her.
Yeah, she did give you a hippie feeling. I think she was some kind of hippie, yeah.
So you go to Cincinnati, you mess around on Vine Street, and then eventually you guys both get in your car and you cross over the bridge into Kentucky. Tell me about going into Kentucky.
We got to Covington, and then we continued through Covington. Mm-hmm. And there was a park that they were having a festival there. And she heard the music and shit off that band in there. And by her being a hippie type, she wanted to get to that. But the police came over and peeked in our car. We really wanted me to move out of there.
So hang on for a second. By the way, if you've talked, spent a lot of time around drug addicts, especially in like the county jail, prison and shit, do you notice how like there's no thought about the future? I mean, we just met in a bar in Cincinnati, and let's go over to Kentucky. Oh, and there's a hippie festival. Shit, let's go check it out. It's just one. They're like dogs.
Yeah.
They don't think about the past or the future. It's like it's so bizarre.
Yeah, it's all done on impulse. Yeah. Everything's impulse. They're not thinking at all.
No, and it's all driven by like hedonism too. Like it's getting high.
Yeah.
So it's all like pleasure. It seems like fun. Like you almost wish you could turn your brain off and just let yourself go. I just can't. I got my shit together, but but I would love to just smoke crack and just kill hookers, right? Yeah. Now, do you think he was planning this out? Because he was kind of, like I said, he was quasi-homeless basically his whole adult life.
He's just going from one crack house to the next.
Right.
Just one girl to the next girl.
Right. And he just
sleeping in his car.
Right. Sleeps in his car. He's going on road trips with hookers he just met. And then he's killing them just because he's getting rid of them. He just wants to.
Yeah. Well, he likes to kill. So it's not like he's pulling over and saying, hey, hop out of the car. He's like, oh, no, I'm going to hang out with her until I kill her.
Right. So
I do like to kill. I want to kill her.
But he also loves to smoke crack. He loves to watch sports. It's just one of his passions. Whereas, right, other serial killers are driven solely by the thirst to kill. He's just living his life, and the dead hookers are just a consequence of that.
Yeah.
That's fascinating, because that's really what it seems like. It's not... He doesn't seem like a guy who's devilishly plotting it out. He
doesn't have to. He's driving through the middle of nowhere. He can pull over his car in a cornfield, choke her out, drag her, throw her into the cornfield, and drive off. He has that's how he got away with it forever, because he has no address.
There's no rhyme or reason.
The cops are walking here and like, there's some chick. We're in Idaho, and there's some chick here from fucking Miami.
Yeah.
Dead in the cornfield.
Right.
Does anybody know her? No. How'd she get here? I don't know.
Who's she connected to? Who does she know? I don't know. Guy doesn't have a cell phone.
No, there's nothing. So this is 1970, 1980. He's driving
even up to the 90s. Maybe he had a burner phone, but like doubt it.
He didn't have a burner phone. This guy barely scraping by.
We really wanted me to move out of there. So instead of going in there, I took her the other way.
Right.
Winding around. They got hills out in Kentucky, and the road winds around the hills. I seen a little short road going up the hill, and up top there was vegetation, wasn't no houses there. And so I pulled up in there and concealed the car in that little vegetation up there on top of the hill.
So tell me about this road that goes up the hill. What kind of road is it?
It was like a dirt road.
Okay.
It was like dirt. The grass was growing in the middle between two tracks. When I left her up in there, in that little road up there, on the side of the road, she was like partially concealed by the vegetation.
Just photographic memory.
Do you guys remember this specific case?
Yes, of course.
So before he explains it, like, what's your recollection?
Well, he's probably going to explain it, but basically, this is his one and only.
Meets her at a bar.
He meets they at a bar, and he is she is now is. Hold on. I don't know if he's about to explain it. Is it a woman transitioning to a man, or man to a woman?
It's a man transitioning to a woman.
Oh, okay. So he's a man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's a man.
So
this is his one and only gay experience.
Right. Well,
which again, progressive for an old school black guy from Georgia. Yeah. Doesn't get no more
She's
progressive.
She's a black male dressed up as a female. Okay. How tall is she?
Marianne's about 5'7", 5'6". She weighed about 135.
Okay.
Maybe 140.
And how old do you think she was?
But she was 19.
Okay. And where was she from?
No, Miami, down in Liberty City.
Okay. And did she, you mentioned before she had a boyfriend, or she talked about a boyfriend?
Named Wes.
Wes?
Yeah.
And tell me about where you met her at.
I seen her down at the bar on 17th Avenue, and she had on a short cream miniskirt. Cream and red. So then this opportunity popped up. Take her to the store.
Right.
Instead of me bringing her back to the apartment, I went down 27th Street. That's going down to Fort Lauderdale, called the Alligator Alley. It runs into Alligator Alley.
Right.
But the further out you get, the further you get out of Miami.
Right.
And you got vegetation there.
Now, how far outside of Miami do you think you were?
About, it wasn't too far out of Miami, right there. I was in my stepdad's car, Pontiac Le Mans.
Now, where'd you take her to?
Continue down 27. Got back on 27.
Going outside of Miami. Okay.
Miami.
Going away from Miami.
Going away from Miami. We got down past the let's say limits. So I continued on toward Fort Lauderdale, and I seen a road going off the main road back into the vegetation on the left side. So I got her out of the car, pulled her out, and drug her into the growth back there, and pulled her deeper into there's a path, a little path was running somewhere. I don't know where it led it to, but it running deeper into the undergrowth. It's like Everglades like that. And we ran into some water running. But before we got to the water, the earth was mushy. I turned her loose, and she fell into it face down.
And how far outside of Miami do you think you were?
About a mile, 2 miles.
What year did Mary Ann occur?
72.
Okay, 1972.
So he.
Wow.
So
She
by
was
the way,
very light-skinned,
by the way,
brown,
he.
light-colored.
What's interesting about that one is that they go and they actually have the guy. They did not know he was a transgender. So they've actually. So they go and they look and they find the guy. And this person has been picked up decades ago.
Right.
Like they was picked up a few, maybe 6 months or a year after the death. And they had him in like a bag somewhere in the basement. You know, like I said, this is one of those where they're like, we actually found exactly where it was, and here's what the person's real name was. And it wasn't until this discussion that they realize they find out it was actually a transgender. Then they go and they talk to the they go back and find some relatives and stuff that are alive, and they find out, yeah, oh, that's right, he was a transgender.
We tried to block that out.
Yeah, they for some reason just it wasn't like in the computer records or something. Wasn't listed under the thing. It was just they had this body that they didn't know whose it was. They knew it was a man.
I meant his family. They tried to forget that part.
Yeah, they never. Nobody pointed that out.
You know what's so crazy? I'm watching him. The way he describes things, it's like he's an oral novelist. He's like, the undergrowth. She was wearing a cream and red skirt.
Yeah.
Like, you'll never have people like this ever again because everybody's on their phones. You don't pay attention to details like that anymore. And you don't have a memory like that anymore. It's fascinating. He's a relic.
And she was about she was about tall, she was tall for a woman, about 5'8", 5'9", and beautiful shape, and she's friendly.
And how much do you think she weighed?
She had a beautiful body, a beautiful arm.
Oh, by the way, that transgender, that's the one when he says when he was choking her to death, he says, "I love you, bro." He said, I was choking her, and she was dying, and I said, "I love you, bro."
You know, he tells as their lives are slipping away, it's almost like he wants to send them off with some positivity.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you were loved. You know what? This guy makes it difficult for us to take this seriously.
It is because he says, Colby, he says.
He makes us laugh. I don't know.
He says that when his victims are waiting for him at heaven and they will all be friends. And he said they're his 93 angels. It's
93 little angels.
My 93 little angels waiting for me.
The
That's
Muslims,
what he says.
the Muslims only have 72. This guy's got 93, dude.
He's way better than any Muslim.
Yeah, man. Well, we kind of get the point. You've seen
if they want to see the full breakdown, they need to subscribe and hit the notification bell because this episode isn't out yet.
That's right. Yeah. So you're going to be able to see yeah, we do a full Sam Little episode. His life is absolutely fascinating. Like I said, I want his episode to blow up because more people need to know about him.
Yeah, this was horrible too. This video thing because it doesn't get into any of the good stuff like we do on when we talk about the podcast. We get into all the good stuff. That was actually a kind of a chopped up version of his.
When you said that's horrible, we figured you were talking about all the dead hookers, but no, it's the
that's
quality
bad too.
of the video.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Thanks for clarifying.
You guys, do us a favor. If you like this channel, and we know you do, please do us a favor. Most of you watching actually aren't subscribed. So if you quickly take a moment before you log off, hit that subscribe button. And then we're on Spotify. We're on Spotify, man. Go over there. Spotify's cooking, guys. Spotify's cooking. A Patreon might be on in the works. Yeah. We got a lot of good things. We might be breaking some stories pretty soon.
I need a shirt that says
I love you, bro. I loved it, huh?
93. My 93
little angels. And it's just a bunch of just dead
I got
hookers.
93. We could take
his drawings. Yes. Sell them at CrimeCon.
Yeah. Could you imagine? You make little cards with each one on them. I love you, bro. I loved it, huh?
I loved it, huh?
She about 5'5".
She was a tall woman. She about 5'8", 5'9". Oh, she had a beautiful,
big old girl. She about
how much? Why do these cops keep asking the weight?
Oh, they're trying to ID all the victims. Which
but how would they know? The bodies are disintegrated. How would they know?
No, they find almost all of his victims. They've got almost every single one of them.
Right.
They've got
because he would just leave these bodies. They would find them, but then he's on to the next state.
Yeah, they found the bodies. They've got tons. Listen, in one of his cases, another guy was found guilty. Did 20 fucking years.
Oh my god,
20 years, and then after 20 years, the guy gets his conviction overturned. Not because of Samuel Little, just gets it overturned
because of. Based off what?
Just based on the fact he's innocent. I mean, that helps. But it took 20 years to correct the problem and get himself out. Could you imagine being sitting at home after you did 20 years and it's 5 years after you got out and your whole fucking life is trashed and suddenly you find out that this guy fucking pled guilty to, or this guy was describing the murder that you went to fucking prison for.
And he made it his whole life. Like, here's the thing. Sam Little, in terms of serial killers, he won. Because he made it his whole life.
It wasn't a hobby. It was
a lifestyle.
You know what it is? It's, how Gary Vee will say, it's everybody's kind of trying to turn their hobby into their career.
Right.
He did it.
He did it. And but when I say he made it, he didn't get arrested till he was like an elderly man.
Yeah.
So if you just did 20 in the middle of your life, I just lost the best years of my life, and now they're joking and giving this guy Pepsi, giving the real culprit,
Yeah.
But hey, that happens, man.